This would be diabetes free. And I advise everyone to share this as much as possible to anyone who you know has diabetes. But share it and like it so it can spread. But anyway, my big brother, sugar was so high, they had to ship him to the University of Florida because our local hospital couldn't do nothing with it, right? So he went to the University of Florida. They shipped him right back to the local hospital and said nothing can be done. You need to get a house in order. Because we done tried everything. So I had just married the Vietnamese lady. And she was living in Thailand, right? Then we got married and my brother seen her 1 or 2 times. So me and her went to the hospital. He said they can't get my sugar down, baby brother. I said, what is it? I think he say 800. If I'm not mistaken, I remember 800 and 600. But anyway, she say, honey, what wrong with your brother, honey? And I said, oh, he got sugar, diabetes, from eating sugar and all that stuff. But he don't eat none of sugar or nothing, but he drank all the time. So his diabetes out of control. She just sat down and said, thought nothing of it, right? So the next day, we went again. And I said, bro, your sugar come down any? He said, no, baby, bro. The lower it done got since I've been here is 700, but it keep jumping from 7 to 8 or something like that, right? So a Vietnamese woman come in to check his blood pressure. And my wife say, something like that. And when the lady started talking in Thai, right? We don't know what the hell they talking about. And in the end, they just started laughing out of control. My wife even had to sit down. She was laughing so hard. So then she looked at me and she said, honey, nothing wrong with your brother, honey. What you mean ain't nothing wrong with him? She said, do you know in most countries, this is not even a disease, honey. It's just a disease in America, honey, because your government no love you, honey. It no love the people. I said, what you mean? She said, it's not a disease, honey. It's a disease in America because they lose it for profit. They use it, honey, for profit, honey. I show you. Your brother be out at the hospital this week, honey. This week. Give me 3-4 days, honey. He gonna be home. Your brother gonna be home, right? So me and her go home, right? And she say, honey, can you pick me a bag of the vine out the fence? I said, what you gonna do with that? That chicken berry. She said, no, honey, eat no chicken berry. He's the cure for diabetes, honey. That's why your government had it. It cost 5 cents a day, honey. 5 cents a day. So we go in the house, I picked the stuff. She boiled it. And then she opened up the cabinet. Looked like she had at least 30 boxes of bitter melon tea. She said, honey, see, you just drink this when you eat your big meal. One big meal a day, you drink it, honey. Never no diabetes, honey. If you eat a lot of pot, a lot of rice, you drink it while you eat, honey. No diabetes, honey. In my country, honey, Vietnam, we eat 1 cup of this tea with our biggest meal a day, 1 time a day. And that's all you got to do. Your brother will be out of the hospital to eat, right? You should say, I want to use the vine because it's more fresher and stronger, right? So the next day, she said, take me to see my brother. She had a thermostat, right? About a pint, right? Took her to my brother. She said, drink this. He looked. Nah, man, I'm good. You drink that! If you want to get to the hospital, you drink that! You hard-head like you brother! You hard-head motherfucker! Drink it! My brother went to drink it. An hour later, or 2 hours later, they come to check his sugar. Say, wow! You down 150 units. By the time what we doing working? And she say, mission accomplished, honey. So now we know it worked. Let's go home, honey. I make some more, right? Come again the next day. Drunk it, drop 150. Next day, drunk it, drop 150. Friday, when we went there, they said, y'all can take him home. I said, what his sugar is now? They say, oh, it's down to 200, but it's steady dropping, so they know what they doing working. Right? And my wife went to he. It's funny how they think they doing time. They don't do nothing, honey. So we go home. Big bro, okay, he happy. He say, boy, old sis pulled me out of this one. He said, I thought I was going to go, boy, when the University of Florida told me it was nothing they can do with it. Say my pancreas was gone, and it just ain't nothing they can do. He said, but now my pancreas is strong. They say it back to normal. Man, what the hell that lady was giving me? I say the chicken berry. You know the vine with the orange little things on it? The orange and red berry what the chicken eat? He said, yeah. He said, oh, Daddy give us that for the flu. I said, I know. Daddy gave it to me. It almost killed me one goddamn time. That's why I was scared. Right? So after that, I done cured hundreds and hundreds of people who were facing the needle. And I just made a story about how I saved Joey from the needle. I don't know whether it's still up, but it's on the internet somewhere. You know, but man, y'all take this and share it. Because bitter melon do work. That's why when I went to the doctor to say before yesterday, when the lady gave me 6 weeks to do to check my sugar, A1C, that's how I know she was lying. Because when my sugar first was high, with her it was 200 and something, right? I started drinking that bitter melon tea, and my sugar dropped down to 120 in like 3 days. So I quit checking it because I know the bitter melon tea was knocking it down, but she didn't know. So that's why I didn't accept the results. Because these people are dying now for office visits, man. They're doing anything they can to keep you coming in their doctor office. They hurting, man. Trump putting it to them. But anyway, remember, bitter melon tea. You can get it at Amazon in the tea form or the pills. I get both. I get the pills when my sugar normal. But when they get a little high, I drink the tea. So I keep both at my house at all times. Because if I decide to eat some cake, I just throw a couple of pills. And it worked. But then I quit taking them until I go to the doctor and they say my A1C a little high. Then I start taking them again. But anyway, take the information and share it, like it, so it can spread. Because I'm tired of making these videos about the same thing. Because people ask me to make the video, then I can't find it nowhere online. So I have to make a new video. But the more the better. Thank you and God bless.